Okay guys, this is just my first test manhwa recap. Let me know in the comments if you're interested, and I'll recap the full manhwa. On the battlefield, lunatics come in three distinct forms. First, there are those who lose themselves completely to sheer terror, desperately scrambling for any place to hide. Then come the ones blinded by an all-consuming desire for revenge, roaring into the void with pure hatred. And then, there is a third kind. A lone hooded figure sits calmly amidst the chaotic ruins, whispering strange, incomprehensible incantations under his breath. Armored soldiers standing nearby look on with complete bewilderment, wondering what on earth he is muttering. One of the aggressively impatient soldiers steps forward, pointing his finger right at him and shouting for him to get out of the way. Our guy doesn't even bat an eye. He just sits there in his blue cloak, coolly telling the soldier to zip it. Furious at being told off by a kid, the soldier reaches for his weapon, but before he can even make a move, magic begins to gather. Our hooded protagonist calmly raises his hand and fires a blinding beam of magical energy straight up into the sky. The soldiers gape in utter shock, trying to process the sheer scale of the power tearing through the heavens, wondering if it's lightning. Massive bolts of crackling blue electrical energy rain down across the battlefield. Up above, higher entities take notice. A system message pops up revealing that an ancient mystery wants to know his true identity, labeling him as the person who leveled the continent without revealing his name. A smirk forms on his face. Everyone calls him the Crazy Mage. Before all this madness, his name was Ritsuki Kadoyama. He was just a regular guy staring at his phone screen, looking at his official acceptance letter for computer engineering. But right as he stepped out, a sudden crash cut everything short. He died right on the street. Staring down at his acceptance letter as his life faded away, he couldn't help but curse his terrible luck. Instead of total darkness, he opened his eyes again to find himself reincarnated as Ian, the son of a humble farmer. His new parents looked down at him with shock, whispering in disbelief about the black-haired child lying in the crib. Living as imperial farmers meant his family was dirt poor. As the third of 4 siblings, he suffered from grinding hunger every single day. While his parents and 2 older brothers spent all day working the fields, Ian and his little sister had to spend their days wandering around in search of food. One day, while roasting whatever little food they could scavenge over a small campfire, 2 kids walking past pointed at him, shouting about a crow and calling him gross. Ian sat back, furious, cursing them under his breath. It's not like he asked to be born with black hair in the Middle Ages. Getting reincarnated only to be stuck living in total poverty felt like a terrible joke. Suddenly, a glowing status window flashed right before his eyes. Ian gasped, holding his breath as he waited to see what grand destiny awaited him. The window read, Ian Raven, followed by his designated title, a nobody. Ian could only stare with a hollow expression, cursing his luck once again. Even if a status window showed up, it wasn't like he could do anything about it. He was stuck working in the fields every day, sweating away with nothing to show for it, simply following in his parents' footsteps. He couldn't even dream of being anything more than a peasant. He lacked any opportunity to learn. He pictured all the grand professions, a noble knight standing tall with a shield, a famous artist painting a portrait, or a brilliant scholar experimenting with glowing chemical potions. He had the confidence to master anything if given the chance, but here he was, sitting on the dirt, completely helpless. He wondered if there was a place somewhere that would just take care of him. His little sister interrupted his gloomy thoughts, handing him a piece of cooked food and telling him to eat up. Smiling brightly, she thanked her big brother, and Ian happily handed her another piece, suggesting they go look for some dessert. Together, the 2 siblings strolled through the forest. As they walked, Ian looked over at the female mage traveling alongside them. Despite her intimidating reputation, she was actually really kind. After all, she had wiped out a giant monster bear in a single hit earlier, displaying an incredible amount of magical power. Gathering his courage, Ian spoke up, asking the mage if he could ask her something. Okay, this is the end of my first test recap. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, and I'll recap the full manhwa. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.